Welcome back, I'm Ron the Cook. Derby Day is upon us and we need to make some mint juleps. Mint julep is one of those cocktails that goes back a very long time. It actually predates the term cocktail. The first known reference to a julep is actually from 1634, from a poem written by John Milton. And of course the origins of the mint julep is heavily debated and everyone wants to say that they invented it. What we do know for sure is that the term julep comes from the Persian word gulab, which references gul and ab, flour and water. So flower water, most likely referencing the rose water syrups used in that era of Persia. And like every other concoction at the time, it was said to have health benefits. Now we fast forward about 200 years, and the mint julep becomes synonymous with the Kentucky Derby in 1875. Then in 1939 becomes the official cocktail of the Kentucky Derby. We're gonna make two variations of the mint julep. This first recipe comes from Mr. Percy Walker. You need exceptional whiskey bourbon. Rye or scotch just will not do. I'm gonna start with a ½ inch of sugar, about 14 grams, about a teaspoon and a half. And then we just dampen it with a little bit of water. Next, we very quickly crush some ice. Make it into powder. Do it as quickly as possible so that it remains dry. Now slip your mint into your glass. Now we take our ice, we pack it in. We fill our glass with bourbon. Woodford bourbon. The older, the better. And since there's no room for anything else other than bourbon, fill it up. Then we grate some fresh nutmeg right over the top. Percy Walker's mint julep. You know, often these kind of cocktails would be served with a little mixing straw / spoon. I don't have one of those. I do have my collapsible metal straw. Give it a little stir. Cheers to Mr. Percy Walker. Whew. That is strong. Well, I guess when your horse is losing, you need one of these. Honestly, it's not very good. It's just like drinking chilled bourbon, which there's nothing wrong with that. But you only get the nutmeg and the bourbon to start. This is one of those cocktails where as you drink it, it completely transforms. The mint's gonna extract a little bit into the cocktail. The sugar's all at the bottom. Let's make an updated mint julep. Now this is the mint julep that Churchill Downs claims to serve over 120,000 of them just for the Kentucky Derby. Got my copper julep cup here. Now I like my juleps and anything that requires mint to have a lot of mint. So we're gonna start with about 10 big mint leaves. Drop those right in. Got my simple syrup here. Now a normal recipe calls for about a 1/4 ounce, but I like mine on the sweeter side. So we're gonna go with a full ½ ounce. And now we muddle. Don't beat the hell out of it, just push and twist. Now I put the simple syrup down in there with the mint because that's gonna help extract some of that flavor. Now we add in our ice. Got the Woodford Reserve single barrel sobremesa. Now I like mine a little boozier, so I'm gonna go 3 full ounces. Take a bar spoon, work around just a little bit. Now for a little extra, I've got some mint spritz from Napa Valley Distillery. I'm gonna go 1, 2 right on top. I'm gonna take a nice big sprig of mint, give a little slap. You don't have to slap it with your hands. This will wake it up enough. Get our mint down in there and drop in our straw. I always want to put the straw right next to your mint so when they go in for a sip, get all that fresh mint scent. Sweet, minty, bourbony. Oh yeah. This stuff right here, the mint spritz from Napa Valley Distillery, adds a little bit more of that fresh peppermint taste and smell to our cocktail. I can see why this is the official cocktail of the Kentucky Derby. Cheers, happy Derby Day, and may luck fancy your horse. I'm Ron the Cook. Till next time.